Hello and welcome to Tales Noir Rebel Rush. I meant to make a video of this yesterday, but I didn't because the game was hard and I was losing my mind. So I finished it this morning, and I'm going to use this opportunity to just do Rebel Rush and just try to go through and talk about everything. I still haven't unlocked enough hearts. Actually, we'll just try to pick some levels that maybe have some hearts. Anyway, I did receive a copy of this game through Press Engine for free, so I'm going to throw that out there right now. The game is a mixture of these relatively short kind of racing maps. There's some hearts I need to find. I don't know where they are on this level. I've never actually really paid attention to it. You can come back after, so anyway, I'm getting distracted. The game is a collection of these kind of racing moments where you have these tracks that you have to finish, and there's another heart over there. That's kind of the nice thing about finding the hearts, is once you have them, it doesn't matter if you complete the race or not. You just get to kind of move on with life. That heart is there forever. It's kind of like when you fall in love for the first time. You'll never forget it. I mean, I don't know, I still remember the girl that I fell in love with when I was in kindergarten, but I mean, that doesn't really count, because I mean, I was like 5 years old, so I don't know. Anyway, the game is, like I was saying, it is a collection of these kind of short race tracks where you're essentially trying to just kind of get a top score. Not a really top score, you're trying to get, as fast as possible. Every race has a collection of shortcuts that you can use. Some of them are a little bit more clear than others. Like they're not difficult to see. Like you can look at them and say like, oh yeah, that's obviously going to be a shortcut. I'm trying to find this third heart. I saw it and I lost it. I don't know. I don't have to get it, but the faster I get the hearts, the sooner I get to unlock another vehicle. And I really want to do that because I want to see if the other vehicle drives any better than this. Because I will say that is the most difficult part of the game, is just dealing with some of the worst car physics I have ever seen. Like, I mean, I'm not joking. The car drives like a brick that's somewhat glued to a surface most of the time, and when it's not doing that, it's just not exactly super entertaining to drive this car, because it just drives like crap. And there are some certain areas of the game that absolutely drove me insane, because I'm driving, I'm doing fairly well, and then I make a jump, I land somewhere, and the car inexplicably seems to get hit by some kind of invisible wall, or maybe I landed in some invisible tar. It's really difficult to tell, because there's nothing around that really signifies why something should have happened like that. Like, come on, really? Was that necessary? No, it wasn't. Alright, sweet. I think that's all 3 hearts. We don't have to, continue it. Not all of them. I don't know if all of them have 3 hearts or not. I don't actually know how many I have. Oh, look. We get the Possum 3000, so let's use that. For some other levels. Let's try it. Anyway, I'm just going to be entirely focused on trying to find hearts as I talk through this. The game took me approximately 98 minutes to finish, so an hour and a half. I would say, there's probably more time than just 98 minutes, because you also have an option to kind of replay the tracks, try to find something like a way to, you know, kind of increase the likelihood that you are going to, dang, didn't make it. You're able to replay to try to beat your top score, which I feel honestly is the most annoying of aspects of the game, and it's the one that I dislike more than anything. And the reason for that is because I don't enjoy having an arbitrary, I guess, lock that prevents me from actually progressing in the game. Because one thing that the game does is it makes it to where you have to get enough stars in order to actually, you know, progress to the next level. And, you know, in some cases, that's perfectly fine. Actually, no, it's never okay. Like, you should never... I feel, personally, me personally, you should never lock the ability to progress through a game, you know, based on a person's ability to actually complete something in a matter of time. And the reason I say that is because the game is entertaining. There's a lot of fun to it. You get to drive all these crazy tracks. We have all these cool little things that allow us to do weird stuff. But when it comes down to, you know, you want to like progress in the game, you want to like do another level or something, and the game's like, nah, you're unable to do that because you're just not fast enough. So too bad, so sad, maybe next time. And it just kind of sucks because you get stuck in this like moment of you really want to continue on, you really want to see what's next, but the game has told you in no certain words that you're not going to be able to do that. You don't get to continue playing the game because you are 1 second too slow or whatever. And some of these tracks are really hard, so that's really all I have to say about that. I hated that aspect of the game. It was incredibly frustrating, and you know, there were several times that I was just straight up ready to quit because it was just an incredibly irritating experience to, you know, progress through the story and not be able to finish because I didn't have enough stars, and I couldn't get enough stars because, you know, like something was, you know, difficult, like, and I just couldn't get faster. So I had to go back and replay a bunch of levels and stuff like that, and I really didn't like that aspect because it just felt like no matter what I was doing, I just wasn't able to progress in the game. I mean, because technically I wasn't able to progress in the game. But anyway, so that's it. That is the end of that story. The long story short is a very simple. The level, you know, the progression system is bad. That's entirely all I think I need to say about it. That's the general gist. The progression system is not good. Now that that's been said, like, it's like so much, and somebody will probably say, you know, we get it, stop talking about how bad the progression system is. And you're not wrong, like, I probably should, you know, it's probably enough, you know, to... I guess it's just one of those things where, like, it's such a big part of the game that I just really want to strike home how much I disliked it. Anyway, I you know, driving this car, it doesn't seem to drive any different. It doesn't seem to drive any different than the other cars, so I'm gonna just assume all cars in the game drive relatively poorly. And I do think, to an extent, some of that is kind of part of the charm in the game. Like, I do think that there is a legitimate reason for cars to drive like absolute crap. It definitely makes it feel pretty good when you actually are able to pull off some of the different jumps, the tracks, you know, it's just, there are definitely times that it's like, oh man, did you see what I did? That was really cool. I pulled off something really cool. I'm essentially James Bond if he was a blind sloth, because I believe that's the kind of animal we are in the game. You don't really know because they never really talk about it, but I don't know. I guess I just like to think that I have to be some kind of blind animal because it would explain like the terrible driving capabilities of said animal. But anyway, it doesn't really matter. I don't think I will play through every single track. I'm mainly going to focus on tracks that I haven't really played too much of to try to get all of the hearts. The goal is to get like 1 or 2. The request that I had to play this, they asked for 30 minutes, and that's what we're gonna aim for here. I'm going to try to fit 30 minutes of content of just kind of driving through and showcasing various levels and babbling on about whatever it is they're going to babble on about. And, you know, of course, getting as many hearts as I possibly can. Some of these hearts are really, really easy to get, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so I actually need like a second one of these guys. I don't know where this other third heart is. I also don't know for sure if it's only ever 3 hearts or if it's sometimes a little bit more. Now, I should point out that the hearts do not show up until you have actually completed a track. You're going to have to kind of go back in after you finish a level in order to find all the hearts. I do like that aspect. I think it's a great idea because it encourages you to kind of go back through and replay the level, and the whole idea that as we do that, you know, we can also have the opportunity to try to, like, you know, increase our stuff, you know, our time on how things go. So there are 5 chapters in the game, and, you know, I would say they're all kind of like pretty similar. Like, there's not anything about them that I would say is vastly different from one of the other tracks or one of the other chapters. They do have like some minor, I don't want to say minor differences, but they do have like a minor kind of uniqueness to them, I guess. Meaning there is typically something in each level that is very specific to that chapter. I do not know how I'm gonna get to that one up there. I don't know, I'm gonna try. Anyway, yeah, there's typically something about each of these chapters that is somewhat unique. And this, I think that really kind of brings me back into the problem with the upgrade, or not the upgrade, but with the leveling system. In most cases where a game forces you to perform at a certain level before it allows you to progress, the reason is because they've introduced some kind of mechanic that you're going to use and, you know, additional areas. That's not really the case here. Like, it's not a case of, like, you know, hey, we're teaching you how to use these, I don't know, bumper things that they're gonna push you in a way. We're teaching you how to use these because they're gonna be coming up in the next chapter quite a bit, and we really want to make sure that you know how to use it. It's not really the case because every chapter does something different. So, like, this one has the little bumper things, and one of the other ones has ice bears. So it's not a situation of where the game is doing something to the point that I feel it's, you know, demanding that you actually learn these new traits. And I don't think I'm going to get that hard. That just seems never mind. There we go. Alright, whatever. I don't need to get every single one. I ain't gonna spend too much time on them, because remember, I'm trying to do this in 30 minutes. Now, I hate to use the term, like, a love-hate relationship, because it doesn't really seem like an accurate thing to say. I don't hate the game, I don't love the game. I did thoroughly enjoy it. 90% of the time. Now, the moments of frustration, yeah, I didn't enjoy those at all. The strange moments where something, the game's physics engine decides periodically that it hates you more than anything has ever hated you in your life. And those moments are weird, and it's just kind of like, why? Why would you do this to me? It reminds me of Emma Stone in the Saturday Night Live episode, where she's like, Jared, why not with Godson? And that's like the level of confusion I get when the game decides to just kind of inexplicably, turn the physics into this I really dislike you today kind of moment. And, I don't know, again, like, I feel like it is part of the game's charm, because it's certainly part of what gives the game its kind of vibe, but at the same time, it definitely is an incredibly frustrating experience, because you're doing, like, your best, and then just the game just decides to punish you for some kind of hidden reason that we'll never know. Yeah. Anyway, the music in the game, like, there's a couple of songs in here that I really like. I wish I had a way to just kind of listen to them, because they're just, they're kind of catchy. It's not this song. This song isn't one that I listen to and say, oh yeah, I really like it. But there is a song that I really like. I don't remember exactly what area it is or exactly how to get to it. So it's a shame we can't, jump through that. Oh, we can unlock another car. Let's go and do that. The 2 stripes. Alright. Walls, or man, I'm already. What is that? 8? We got 8 hearts to try to get and unlock another car. But hey, look, at least I get to unlock some new cars. So it's new for me. It's new for you. Like, it's new for all of us. And based on the glowing gold thing on the achievement that popped up, it would seem that this is probably an achievement that a lot of people have. Dang it. Yeah, I'm trying to find, like, the best way to get this heart. Like, knowing that I only need 8 more hearts to unlock the next car is pretty nice. Alright, well, I guess the car is not gonna cooperate there. Now, I don't know if this game is actually set in the Tales Noir universe, because there's one thing that, like, I'm not showing you because I can't, because the game has decided that because I finished the game, they're not gonna make, like, an easy way for us to, like, I guess, go into the visual novel aspect of it. I don't want to say it's a visual novel aspect, because it's probably not, like, an accurate way to describe it, but basically what happens is, in between your missions, there is a story that plays out. The story is completely unnecessary for the game. Like, it doesn't really provide anything of importance. You know, we're presented with some characters, and we get a little backstory as to why we're doing this kind of stuff. None of it really makes any sense. It's well written, I will say. The animation, not the animation, but the drawings of the characters, the portraits, I guess is the right thing that I'm looking for. It's nicely done. Like, I think it's pretty cool. But again, you know, just from an actual story aspect, none of it matters. Oh, the heart is under the thing. All right, I'm not gonna actually go for it. We'll just gonna go here. I probably should have looked to see if I've actually gotten the hearts here. I feel like I maybe... Nope, I haven't got any of the hearts here. It's interesting. I feel as though I can probably finish this track really, really fast, though.
Winner.
I mean, you know, pretty fast, not super fast. Alright, we gotta find the hearts. Alright, there is one heart. Don't know how I'm gonna... Oh, you know what? It's because I hadn't unlocked the heart somehow? That's kind of weird. I guess I just hadn't finished this with enough speed or something. Alright, whatever. One heart. I'm actually kind of happy that the hearts seem to be pretty easy to get here. It's weird that the unlock system for the cars is... I don't want to say easy, but it is so much more forgiving, I would say, than, you know, the level completion system. No, don't go in it. Don't do it. No, no, no. Oh, sweet. I don't think I... Yeah, I'm gonna have to completely... I'm gonna have to go through this track like normal, I think, to actually get that third heart, if I can pull it off. If I don't get the heart, I'm just gonna move forward. Because again, I only need like... What, 6 more at this point? And that's not many. Like, I'm pretty sure I can pull that off. Sweet. Alright. Select our level on the next chapter. Oh yeah, our ice bears. I feel like, you know, if the bear was like ice bear... I don't know, I just feel like they should say that instead of just saying ice. I really like the ice bear. I really like the ice mechanic. The introduction of it, I think, is really cool. Like, it's not something that I feel they really utilized as well as they could have. Like, and you'll see there's a couple of levels that we actually get to use this and stuff, but there's not really a huge amount of, I guess, really good moments that I feel, you know, were really good for it. Like, I don't feel like a lot of these places that we use it I use it to a great extent. I don't know, but that's just me, you know. I mean, it's a matter of opinion, I think. I am not sure where the hearts are, so I didn't, you know, didn't try to remember whether or not I've gotten some of them. Alright, where, I didn't, okay, whatever, I mean, maybe I'm only gonna get one heart out of here. Trying to look around. I don't recall getting into the other hearts, but I don't see any anywhere. So maybe I have. Oh well, whatever. We'll just move on to the next map.
Winner.
Okay, so I've gotten like all but one of them. I do like that we do have a leaderboard, you know. So if you are someone who enjoys having, you know, if you are competitive in nature, and I don't even want to say competitive in nature because I don't really think that's you know, the right thing to say. I don't think you have to be competitive, but if you like, you know, that sort of thing of like, you know, like seeing, you know, how good you are in comparison to other people and stuff like that, this game actually delivers on it. I'm not sure that I like that you have to get 2 stars in order to unlock the leaderboard, but I suppose it makes sense because the idea that somebody is getting on the leaderboard with like a minute of, you know, taking a minute to actually complete one of these levels means that, you know, I guess that's not very fast, so why would it be on the leaderboard? I guess that's the only thing I can think of. But I do wish that you were, you know, able to get on it sooner, just because I don't know, if I want to like improve my speed or try to like figure that stuff out, I feel as though if I, you know, was able to see that at an earlier phase, I would be more likely to do that. I see it, the heart, but I'm not going to worry about it. We only need 4 more. I'm pretty sure I can get those from the next couple of levels. I've never been able to do it here. Like, and I've seen this one quite a bit, but I don't really know how to get it because there's no, like... Never mind. That was easy. That's just something I got wrong every time. I really want the game to play the music track that I like, because I've mentioned that there's a track I really like, and so far the game is like, well, you know, that's great, but we're not going to play it for you. We don't want people to know the track that you really enjoy. It's not for you to share with the world. Nah, it's going to play eventually, and I'll get to say, oh yeah, here it is. Man, so close. And this video will go a little bit over 30 minutes, but whatever. I mean, we're here together, you and me, and you know, your cat if you have a cat, maybe your dog. The important thing is, today is Friday. Is it? No. Today's Tuesday. It could be Friday, though. If you want it to be Friday hard enough, it could be Friday. Just like every day could be Wednesday. I don't think there's, like, any requirement for days to be a specific thing. You might say, like, well, what did I do there? Well, I was trying to, see if there's anything else. 2 more, and then we get to unlock the last car, and then I can kind of run through a couple of the other levels. Wow. Alright, whatever. I mean, I feel like that's kind of garbage, but I don't know where any of the other hearts are. This level was one that I was not a fan of because it was definitely kind of difficult. And you know, I don't want to say that I didn't like levels because they were difficult. I think it's just I kind of got frustrated with some of the levels because I felt like they were unnecessarily difficult. There were just like these moments that just felt like the game was just kind of purposely trying to screw with me. You know, it was like, no, you don't need to progress. Well, this is
Winner.
That's a pretty cool shortcut that I wasn't sure of. And now we get to do the last car, the mythic car. We'll see if it's actually any different. I feel like it's not going to be. Oh, and you know what? I get to go and show you the last level. I've pretty much shown you all of the levels. Not all of them, maybe like a couple I didn't, but whatever. You know, it's pretty cool. And yeah, this car is pretty much exactly the same as the car that I was just in. So it's just like a color difference. That being said, I imagine if you want to... I guess if you want to go through the effort of unlocking new cars, you can, but I don't know that it's really going to give you any actual value outside of just having some visual aesthetics that are like slightly different. I'm gonna finish this level the fast way because I think it's important to know how to do this, because this level gave me a monumental headache trying to finish it like the normal way. And so I think it's just going to work better to just kind of show you how to do this the quickest way that I have found so far. There's probably faster ways. I am not a speedrunning champion or anything. I do occasionally manage to do some speedrunning stuff, but it's not something that I am typically very good at. So this is the way in which I have finished this level at a relatively fast pace. And if you look at that, I mean, that's a pretty decent score. It's not, you know, the best, but it's still pretty good. So that's it. So I'm just going to go into Rebel Rush, just kind of show that off real quick, and then wrap this up. Again, it's a little bit longer than anticipated, but whatever. The important thing is I have completed the game. I have finished it, and I have been able to talk about it as if I was somebody who has played the game all the way through, because technically I have. I'm not really somebody who typically gives scores, like, you know, like 7 out of 10, 9 out of 10, because I just don't think, like, the number system really makes a lot of sense. It's just kind of weird to me, because a lot of times people will be like, well, you know, the gameplay is really fun, but you know, they're not amazing. The graphics were super great. Look at the hair tessellation, and I don't know, these different things, or whatever it is that the person playing it felt was like a super important thing. I am so confused here. Like, what's happening? I think I'm supposed to stay out of the portal. I think the portal is not something I'm supposed to drive into. Anyway. Like I said, I just feel like it's kind of weird to give a game an actual number score. I do it every once in a while, but it just, I don't know, it doesn't feel right. So, that being said, the gameplay in the game is obviously the standout. It is pretty good. It is incredibly frustrating at times because the car physics is not very good. The physics are definitely something that I would consider the weakest part of the game. And it's not because it's wonky, it's because it is not consistent. Like, it just straight up sometimes your car does some wacky stuff, or you get hit by some kind of invisible thing somewhere. It's just there's a lot of weird things that happen that don't make a lot of sense to me, and it just kind of, like that right there, like the car stopped suddenly. And what did I hit? Nothing. I landed on the road. Like, I mean, why did that occur? So, I mean, I don't know. I just personally feel overall the, you know, driving mechanic has been pretty entertaining. The different tracks are pretty fun. There's a lot of unique feeling levels. And the game reminds me just a tiny bit of another recently released title that has you driving. Now, driving is not necessarily the word that I want to say, but essentially driving. But it reminds me of a game that just recently released called What the Car, which is similar in nature to being a lot of short maps that you have to go through and try to, you know, finish as quickly as possible, except for it doesn't have, you know, a level lock system. It doesn't matter if you do a good job or a bad job. All it matters is you finish the level and you get to progress. So it also has a lot of user levels. Anyway, the point is the games have some degree of similarity, I would say. And I would recommend them both. I really would. This one, I think you have to have a little bit more patience than some of the other titles that I've played that are similar. Wait, does this... If you lose, does it make you start back from the very beginning? I guess that makes sense. It's a rush mode with the idea of how quickly can you complete the entire game, I guess. Alright, I'm not going to do that. I think I've played enough to kind of finish. I do want to play... I want to go back to the level that has the song that I like. Just because I'd like to end on that. I just don't remember which one it is. It's this one. Yeah. I like this song. I don't know why, but I don't know. Something about it I really enjoy. So that might as well bring me into the music for the game. I think the music is, it's fine. Like, it's very fitting for the game. I don't know, maybe it's not super fitting, but I overall really enjoyed the music for the game. Like, I don't have any complaints about it. I think it was well done. And, you know, I have no complaints. I like the music. The music was very fitting for me. The graphics I like. I don't want to say it's cartoony, but maybe it's a little bit on the cartoony side. But I think the graphics are very, very fitting for the game itself. Dang, we didn't quite make it. But yeah, I think the graphics are really nice. The game runs really, really well. I've experienced almost no bugs. I would say there's been a couple of bugs that I've experienced, but nothing that would be considered game-breaking, nothing that's been like much of a problem. You know, it's been very smooth sailing. So there, I mean, that's it. Like, I don't really think that there's anything else that I've left out. I've talked about the level design being good. I've talked about the level up, or not upgrade, the level progression system being hot garbage, the physics being also just barely over tolerable and awful at times. You know, but the game is super fun, so like I really recommend it. I think you'll have a good time with it. The link is in the description. I encourage you to take a look at it, and if you like what you see, please consider wishlisting the game or buying it, whatever works best for you. And yeah, that is it. That is the end of this video. We'll see if I can finish this track. No, I can't finish the track, so it's a good way to just end it here. Once again, Tales Noir, Rebel Rush.